The 1994 World Figure Skating Championships on CBC from Makuhari, Japan. Brought to you by Royal Bank, Canada's largest bank, one customer at a time. Ford Motor Company, proud sponsor of the 1994 Canadian Olympic team. Coca-Cola, always the real thing, always Coca-Cola. New Kellogg's Banana Nut Mueslix. Only Kellogg's tastes like Grandma's recipe. Canadian Tire, where there's a lot more to Canadian Tire for a lot less. Canadian Dairy Products, naturally the best. And by Petro-Canada's Associates.
Welcome back to the 94 World Figure Skating Championships from Japan as we get set for the original dance. Paul, take us through the guidelines for this phase of the competition.
Chris, here are the major parameters within which the original dance must take place. Unlike the compulsory dance, which have only one mark, this original dance has two, one for composition and one for presentation. This part of the competition accounts for 30% of the total, with the compulsory dances accounting for 10% each, and tomorrow night's ever-popular free dance worth 50%.
Oksana, Gritschuk, Evgeny, Platov, Russia. Number 27, representing Russia.
Well, here are the Olympic gold medalists, Oksana, Gritschuk, and Evgeny Platov, looking for their first world title. And they have the lead after the two compulsory dances. They were third in the rumba at both the Europeans and the Olympics, which might suggest this is not their best dance.
Well, it may not have been their best dance in those two competitions in light of who they were competing against. When you factor in the retirement of Torvill and Dean, the fact that Uzova Zulin are not here, it's likely that this will come out as the #1 rumba in this competition.
As Jean mentioned, it's to reflect the character of this dance, you must continually be moving around each other.
Quest for their first world championship title, and like their teammate Alexei Urmanov, they had a most surprising year in that they became, like him, Olympic champions before ever achieving a world championship title.
Be the best of the day, as you said, Paul, but when I think back to the Olympics, I always remember the original dance of Torvill and Dean. It came across, as a rumba, it was expressed so well. I find with this team, it lacked a little bit of intimacy.
I spoke with French coach Danielle Maritel today. She works with Magnat Levanchy. She says this is the toughest rumba technically that you'll see in the competition.
Well, I think this team has come on as quickly and as strongly as they have because of their speed and flow, and they certainly carried that throughout this dance.
And the marks come up very quickly here. And the composition marks 5, 6s, 7s, and 8s, and they'll be tough to beat. And now the presentation marks, and there's 5.8s and 3 5.9s, and they now are in first place, and that is hardly surprising. Gritschuk and Platov with coach Natalia Linacek. ISU judge Gene Sept has more on the rumba in the Royal Bank judges seat.